weighted blanket, and I got this, actually my husband, he thought of this, and he got this for me, and I got this at Target, and I got a cover for it because something that I think all of us who have a weighted blanket know is that its standard color is like, we call it what, depression gray or something, but it's really good to have a cover for this because you could also wash it and take it off. So I like to keep it, you know, especially sheets and everything, clean. So it's really good to have a cover for your weighted blanket. But having a weighted blanket has been such a game changer for me, especially when I'm sleeping or when I'm like really overstimulated. I've noticed if I use my weighted blanket, I immediately feel so much better, especially during a meltdown. So I highly recommend getting yourself a weighted blanket. Along with my weighted blankets, I also sleep with a lot of stuffies. This is actually the main one that I sleep with. His name is Alan, and he's an alligator, so Alan the alligator. But I used to be really, really into stuffies as a kid, and I actually never like stopped being into it, but you know, because you grow and become an adult in society, is like, you need to stop doing that. I didn't get stuffies as much, or like I kept them private in my room. But they're so cute, and I have more, and they're, you know, they're my friends, and I love them. But this one especially, I really like when I'm sleeping, because then I can tuck my face in there like this, and it's like a comfort for like pressure if you like that kind of stuff. I know like a lot of autistic people or neurodivergent sleep kind of weird, in weird positions, but I could just do that and just tuck my face in it. And then I have water bottles. I have a ton of Hydro Flasks because I'm really active. But one thing I've noticed that has been really helpful for me in drinking water consistently is having a straw lid. I've noticed it's like just a lot easier for me for some reason. I hate the whole feeling of like twisting it open, and then I have issues with like drinking water. I always spill it on myself if it's like a big old cap. So it's really nice to have a straw. It makes it a lot easier. I have a watch. I pretty much started wearing watches every day since I was going into, I think, college. So because it helped me to really keep time, and I think that's part of my ADHD is like having a phone is, I mean, you could check your time on your phone, but I hated, again, like just checking my phone all the time, and I love the ease of looking at your wrist to know what time it is. It's because it's really important for me to keep track of time. So I always have a watch, but I have a Garmin watch because, again, I was active in running. It's a little broken, but it still works well, and I really like these kind of watches because as a kid I had trouble telling time with the regular analog face ones, so anything that's digital makes it easier for me and my brain to process it. But it's also really helpful because if you have like a notification, I'm sure a lot of people have Apple Watches or whatever, anything that connects to your phone is really great, because then if you have something important you need to be notified about, having a watch is really good, because then you can have that physical stimulation or notification if it vibrates, to alert you. I wear glasses. I have very bad eyesight. I used to wear contacts a lot, but they're just too much of a hassle, and I'm just too lazy nowadays. But with my glasses, and I highly recommend it if you haven't already gotten it already. I know it can turn out kind of weird or seem like it's dorky when you have it on, installed in your glasses, but having transitions on your glasses is so helpful. I'm really sensitive to the light and any changing light. So having transitions on my glasses, I will never go back to not having it, because they immediately change when you're out, and they protect your eyes, and they make it, so much easier to see everything. And the days where I wear contacts or when I don't have my glasses, it's way too bright. And it could cause migraines for me too. Which is something I'm very prone to. But yeah, I recommend doing that to your glasses. And if you're worried about, how it looks when they transition, because it can, I guess, look kind of dorky, I have Ray-Ban ones, And you know, depending on how it looks on your face, if you like the look of Ray-Bans on you, they kind of then look like sunglasses when you use transition. So something to think about. These are the things that I use pretty much every single day, and especially after getting diagnosed with autism and ADHD, I have noticed a significant change in helping it, using these things to help manage in preventing or avoiding meltdowns, or also just helping me to feel like happier and unmasking and being very comfortable with myself. None of this is sponsored or paid. I just figured it'd be nice to hear, you know, what kind of stuff I use in case you're interested in knowing, you know, what are some other things you might want to gather for yourself, and as you unmask or as you kind of gather things to help you as an autistic or neurodivergent person.